All right, welcome back, everyone. Today, we're doing something kind of crazy. We're going to try to recap the entire Harry Potter film series, all 8 movies. So you might want to grab your wand, because we're about to fly through this thing.
So 8 films in under 5 minutes? Is that even possible? Well, we're going to find out. Let's do this. Our journey, of course, has to start at the very beginning.
And it all kicks off with, you guessed it, The Boy Who Lived. A young kid, stuck in a cupboard under the stairs, with absolutely no idea his whole world is about to change forever.
First up, the one that started it all, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is where a generation of us got our first look at the magical world of Hogwarts.
So you've got 11-year-old Harry who finds out, get this, he's a wizard. He gets whisked away from his awful relatives to Hogwarts, this incredible magical school, and right away he meets his 2 best friends for life, Ron and Hermione. The 3 of them pretty much immediately get into trouble, trying to protect the Philosopher's Stone from the baddie himself, Lord Voldemort.
But, Hogwarts isn't all just magic and fun. Turns out the castle's got some pretty dark secrets hiding within its walls.
Which brings us to year 2, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, where a really sinister threat starts to emerge from right inside the school.
So a secret chamber opens up, and suddenly students are getting petrified by this giant snake monster called a basilisk. Harry finds this mysterious diary that belongs to a young Voldemort, a teenage version named Tom Riddle. It all leads to this epic fight where Harry has to take on the basilisk and save the day.
Okay, now we get to what a lot of people call their favorite, the Prisoner of Azkaban. And this one really changes things. It gets darker, more personal, and it's all about digging into Harry's family history.
The whole wizarding world is in a panic because this supposedly dangerous prisoner, Sirius Black, has escaped. And everyone thinks he's coming for Harry. But, and this is a huge twist, it turns out Sirius is actually Harry's godfather. He was framed by the real bad guy, Peter Pettigrew. This is a huge deal for Harry, finding this piece of his family he never knew he had.
And right here, this is where everything changes. The shadows of the past are gone. Now the darkness is real, it's back, and it's about to get very, very serious.
Yep, we're talking about Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This movie is the big turning point, and it all revolves around the super dangerous Triwizard Tournament.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it marks a total shift in the saga. Harry gets mysteriously thrown into this deadly tournament even though he's too young. And it all leads to this absolutely terrifying climax in a graveyard, where he sees Voldemort return in the flesh. Seriously, after this movie, the kid gloves are off. There is no turning back. So Voldemort's back, but the government, the Ministry of Magic, they're basically sticking their fingers in their ears and pretending it's not happening. This is the Order of the Phoenix, where Harry's not just fighting Voldemort, he's fighting his own government too.
The Ministry sends in this truly awful woman, Dolores Umbridge, to take over Hogwarts. So what does Harry do? He starts a secret club, Dumbledore's Army, to teach everyone how to actually defend themselves. It all comes to a head in this huge battle at the Ministry, and that's where Harry learns about a prophecy, one that ties him to Voldemort forever.
So the crucial point is this. The prophecy is a bombshell. It basically says only one can live, either Harry or Voldemort. So yeah, it's a fight to the death. There's no other way out. It has to end with one of them gone for good.
Okay, so with that prophecy hanging over everything, the game completely changes. They're not just defending themselves anymore, they're going on the offensive. They have to figure out how Voldemort keeps cheating death and destroy.
And that brings us to the Half-Blood Prince, where Dumbledore finally starts letting Harry in on Voldemort's deepest, darkest secrets.
And this brilliantly illustrates the key to Voldemort's power. A Horcrux is an object where a wizard can hide a piece of their soul to become immortal. And Voldemort made a bunch of them. So the mission is simple, but not easy. Find all the Horcruxes, destroy them, and then you can finally take him down. But this knowledge comes at a huge cost, with the shocking death of Dumbledore.
And now we're at the beginning of the end, the Deathly Hallows Part 1. The trio drops out of Hogwarts, goes on the run, and starts this desperate, dangerous mission to hunt down the rest of those Horcruxes. The entire fate of the world is literally on their shoulders.
And as if hunting for pieces of Voldemort's soul wasn't enough, they find out about another legend, the Deathly Hallows. You got the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Invisibility Cloak.
And guess who's after the most powerful wand in existence? Yep, Voldemort. So now it's a race against time on two fronts.
All right, deep breaths, everyone. This is it, the final battle. Everything the entire series has been building towards is about to go down.
It's the Deathly Hallows Part 2, and it is just non-stop all-out war. Harry goes back to Hogwarts for one last epic showdown with Voldemort.
The Battle of Hogwarts is just insane. So much loss, but also so many incredible revelations. The biggest one? The truth about Snape. Turns out he was on their side all along. Then Harry finds out he's the last Horcrux and has to let Voldemort kill him. But he comes back and he finally defeats Voldemort. The whole thing ends years later with a peaceful scene of our heroes sending their own kids off to Hogwarts. A perfect full circle moment.
But just because Harry's story is over, that doesn't mean the magic is gone. Oh no, the wizarding world is still very much alive.
In fact, there's a brand new TV series coming to Max that's going to retell the whole story with a whole season for each book. It's expected around 2026 or 2027, so yeah, the magic is definitely not over yet.
So there you have it, from the boy who lived to the man who saved everyone. It's an incredible journey, right? All about friendship, love, and bravery. The magic absolutely lives on. Now gotta ask you, what's your favorite moment from the entire saga? Let me know down in the comments. And hey, if you like this whirlwind tour, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching.